Yes, it is that time again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the UGC League Season 0 game between micgao and the Four Legends versus Third Tier Gaming. We got a best of two match coming up to you live from the Dota 2 Killcopter hovering over the battlefield that Dota takes place on. It is nameless and shall be nameless forevermore, but that is not what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be seeing great Dota between these two powerful teams. We are winding down our season, getting ready to start the new season, and I know you guys can't wait. Dota 2 Killcopter always consists of myself. My name is Brushfire. I'm joined today by my aerial gunner and color commentator, side mate, Joojkins, analyst, Technoman, and finally our stats man, Mr. Bad Guy. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me tonight for this best of two game.
Yeah, it's good to be back after TI4. It was a lot of fun watching those games. Sad we didn't get to cast them.
Sad indeed. We thought about kicking it around, but then we realized that Bruno's shirt casts better than everybody else's casting combined. Toby1, you got to step up your game, PlayStation. First ban phase is now complete, with Lycan and Invoker finding their way on the Axe side of Third Tier Gaming. Meanwhile, Doom and Tidehunter getting banned out by micgao and his four legendary bros. Now, that's a pretty standard ban we've seen from a lot of teams in competitive play, especially since Tidehunter had so much play during the internationals. That Refresher Ravager actually pretty scary, and it's been a strat that's been around for quite some time, and it's nice to see that some more supports are stepping up that aren't Mirana.
Yeah, it's just become a lot more popular now that it got played by EG in every single one of their games.
Yes, poor EG. They did so good, and they tripped at the finish line.
They tripped pretty hard, though.
They did. They tripped very hard. But it was still a fantastic game nonetheless. But we are not here to talk about the internationals, with the exception of maybe some strategies here and there. We are here to talk about micgao and the Four Legends versus Third Tier Gaming. As I said, this best of two is coming at you from the tail end of Season 0. So we got these last titans of the proverbial fields of fight taking on their A game today. We're going to be seeing Wraith King being picked up by micgao as their first pick. What do you think of Croissant Beard coming out?
You know, considering how little Mirana was picked during TI4, I really thought we were going to get away from this. But I don't think we can escape the Mirana. However, the Razor I'm very excited about. Razor did a lot of really good work.
Yes, indeed. Razor was actually one of the most picked support plays in the entire...
It's not support.
Whatever, you know what I mean. Support, mid carry, the support carry, off laner, jungler, Roshan. All of those things, all of those positions he could have played.
Except for the support ones.
Yes, except for the support ones. Now, do you think it's bad for Third Tier to be showing their Razor hand this early in their draft?
Honestly, the Razor's so good. It's like, how do you even counter Razor?
So
I don't know.
You think it might have been a pickup because it was still available after the ban phase? They're just like, it's too good.
It's still available. You gotta take Razor.
I would agree with you there. Shadow Shaman being picked up by micgao on that one. Those are your pretty standard supports. You got a double stun array coming there with the Shackle and the Skull Blast. I'm not exactly sure what it's called.
Wraithfire Blast?
Wraithfire Blast. I got the blast part right. I like Skull Blast, though, better. It comes off. It sounds so much cooler. It sounds like something a 1950s supervillain would use. Meanwhile, we've seen a ban go out to Jakiro, which is quite odd. And also,
Jakiro, he's not good. He's not been good for a long time.
Well, you see that
I don't know that he's ever been all that great.
I think why he got banned out was because they have the makings of a push strat, which was very popular during the international.
Well, yeah, micgao does.
Yeah, micgao does.
Why would they ban it then? Maybe
they so that Third Tier doesn't pick it up.
But I mean,
it's entirely possible. It doesn't fit well, but it doesn't. It's not out of the realm of probability. Meanwhile,
that's the point of bans, is that you ban out the things that do fit well, so that they have to pick things that don't fit well.
And we also lost Naga Siren and Tinker from Third Tier Game with their bans. Not entirely happy about those, but that is the push strat gone, baby, gone right there. So third tier is shaping up to have a very strong draft compared to micgao.
I'm actually quite happy about those bans because those are both they're two very powerful heroes for mid, and I mean, Naga's easy to play and easy to do well. Tinker's a little harder, but once he gets going, he pretty much ruins all fun in the game.
Fun forever gone, as you say right there. Now we have a Brewmaster pickup shortly after third tier picked up their Centaur Warrunner. Gentlemen, what do you think of that particular play?
Well, the Brewmaster is actually a really good pickup because with Razor, it's not uncommon to take a Void as like an offlaner or something.
Radiant team pick.
Or, you know, as some sort of position. Brewmaster being a very, very good counter to Faceless Void. But Skywrath Mage is actually pretty much the best counter there is to Brewmaster, so
yes, indeed.
I think that's a little bit of a misstep for them to pick that without having banned Skywrath Mage out. The Undying I am a fan of. I love Undying. He's a lot of fun to play.
He actually did not get
decently into their strategy.
He didn't get much play in the International until towards the end of the tournament. Now that is something I, in particular, am looking forward to see because when he did start getting picked, he was starting to be noticed in a lot of competitive play right about that time because just how much fun and how much off-putting he can be to his opponents.
Yeah, Immortal Tombstone or go home.
Dire team pick.
He's been very he's had a series of very good patches for himself. Tombstone and Soul Rip getting buffed a lot.
Right, and the zombies not giving up gold is pretty huge.
Yeah.
Last pick phase. Right now we have third tier gaming after banning out Tinker, which is a great ban for them. We have ban coming out to Earthshaker from micgao. Who do you think the last picks from third tier and micgao are going to be?
Reserve time.
Hard to say. I think they're going to go for another support here. Probably a Lion, I'd say.
A Lion would be a fantastic support since he has the double CC lockup wombo combo. Plus, later in the game, Finger of Death is going to be the superest, nukinest thing ever.
And for micgao, let's wait and see what their third tier gaming picks.
It's okay, you can say Nyx Assassin. It's what you usually say.
No, not this time.
No, honestly, Nyx Assassin would be pretty good this time.
Viper?
They already have a mid.
True, but you can try lane Viper, or you can't really off lane, but
you can. He's good for aggro try, but honestly, his talents are kind of wasted in a tri lane because you pretty much are guaranteed to win your safe lane unless some serious crap goes down and you just suck. Like you have to do terrible.
Playing it safe with the DK pickup on third tier gaming will round out their lineup, and we're going to see what, if anything, micgao can do to counter. Because already right now, third tier is looking very, very healthy. And there he is. The Viper pickup by micgao and his 4 legends. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go down to the field here just a moment, hovering at a safe 20 to 30 feet in the air, thanks to the Dota 2 Killcopter. We're going to bring you all the action in just one moment. Stand by for load in.
Not happy about that Viper pick.
You're never happy about anything.
No, that's not true. I was happy about the Razor pick.
It's like, you don't like anything. I like Power Rangers.
See. King of Sealand says remake. We messed up our last pick. To which Nuki Dog says Raffle.
That's. I'm pretty sure that's too bad.
I'm thinking
It is indeed too bad.
They're making a joke.
Oh,
They
okay.
are indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to the field. We're going to go through the teams real quick. Over on micgao, you're going to have Nuki Dog playing your Brewmaster. He will most likely be going mid, although King of Sealand could also be going mid as well. So we'll find out here in just a moment. King of Sealand, of course, playing your Viper. micgao going to be on your Undying. Is Magic will be Wraith King, and as you know, Wraith King is quite magical with that croissant beard. And finally, Emotional Boy will be playing your Shadow Shaman, who is wearing 7 kinds of ribbons today. Who do we have on the Dire side? Joojkins.
Over on the Dire side, we have Fish on the Razor, Fortuitous on the Skywrath Mage. That's a Ben Hoa Min
30
on the
seconds
Centaur
to go.
Warrunner, Mark on the Marana, and Heaven's Cloud on the Dragon Knight.
Right, you are indeed, gentlemen. Let's set our timers ready and go to the last hit denies, and we'll see how this game fans out. Now we're going to have a semi-aggressive ward coming out of Mark over here on the semi-high ground, overlooking the bottom rune airspace. Not much else aggression-wise coming out. We're going to have a nice tri-lane from micgao. Is Magic and Emotional Boy on Undying, Wraith King, and Shadow Shaman, respectively. Is Magic and Emotional Boy, though, of course, diving a little bit deeper into the woods, looking to maybe sniff out an early first blood.
Yeah. This is actually going to be a pretty brutal tri-lane. They should definitely be able to pick up the first blood.
We're
here.
going to have, there is the nice safe ward. micgao will disappear into the woods, being chased by one lonely little minion. We'll call him Steve, and they're going to lose this ambush opportunity. But hey, it's still a very, very early game.
I think it was more of just to get an aggressive ward so they can see rotations and pulls that are happening.
Yeah, but I'm not sure why they didn't do that before the lane came.
And
Now they know that there's a ward there and they can de-ward it easily.
I think it's more of micgao got there late. Like, he just was late getting up that far.
Emotional Boy will take a very heavy hit from Skywrath Mage, but he'll tango up and not be any worse for the wear. micgao gives chase into Mark. Mark will, of course, back up to just outside of tower range. The stun goes out on Fortuitous. He gets Aether Shock. He is going down very hard. He is at 90 health, but he will be able to be disengaged thanks to Heaven's Cloud. Very quick thinking on that shield bash from Dragon Knight. It seems that top
Joojkins has
lane...
got to be pretty careful here. He's
Yeah.
got a pretty not very much in the way of a health pool because of all the decay he's been hit with.
just under 400 health. He has 2 stacks of decay on him. Is Magic, though, has about 200 health of his own, 606 total health points after being healed to full. Over on bottom, Nuki Dog and Bahamut are going to be taking a couple of pot shots against each other, both casually farming, as my good man Technoman would say.
Yep. So casual.
Let's take a look over at mid now that our stats man has brought our attention to it. Fish and King of Sealand, ironically named brothers from another mother here. Currently, Viper is the king of mid, though Fish did just tie it up with 8 and 3 denies apiece, so they are neck and neck as of the 2.5 minute mark.
I wonder if this Razor will take any of his unstable current to try and counter the poison attack from Viper.
Dire's top tower is under
Actually, that
attack.
does not work.
It doesn't count as an ability use if you
No.
click it and use it?
No, it's an auto attack, so it does not proc it.
But you can still target him with it.
Nope, doesn't work. I'm telling you from experience.
Okay.
Speaking of experience, Fish now taking a lot of damage away from the King of Sealand, but dots might be all she wrote there. He is dipping down.
King of
He is
Sealand.
playing a very dangerous game here. King of Sealand going solo, 15 HP after Fish tried to get that up on him. He'll take a couple of tower shots as well, but meanwhile, first blood will go out to Fortuitous, who had a fortuitous circumstance of his own, taking out Shadow Shaman.
The Skywrath Scion were restored.
We missed it thanks to some exciting stuff happening in mid. Tragedy. Oh,
Second
micgao will.
blood.
Yep, micgao going down right there as Fortuitous has a fortuitous circumstance once again getting second blood with a couple of auto attacks with Mark on the assist.
You don't have to keep making that joke.
I will do it if I want.
Denied.
It's ironic though that I think Skywrath Mage said denied as you said that to me. You're so mean. King of Sealand getting damage drained once again by Fish. Fish got off one auto attack during that, so right now Fish has got 28 damage stolen. That's huge at these low levels.
Yeah, that's guaranteed to keep him ahead in CS. A little bit of a rotation coming out from Fortuitous and Mark. They're looking to probably gank out mid.
Or at least protect the lane while Fish grabs that double damage rune on bottom river. They are coming around the mountain now. They are smoked up. They are ready to go.
Fortuitous hasn't taken his Ancient Seal, which is a bit odd, I think. I mean, I guess it's not going to be too important against...
Here comes the rotation. Fortuitous comes out of the woodwork. King of Sealand has to run. He is at 113 health. He will get auto-attacked right after Fortuitous and Mark got a couple of on him. And Skywrath Mage currently rocking every single kill in this game. At the 5-minute mark.
He'll do that.
Stampede coming out on bottom. Bahaman trying to get Nuki Dog. Nuki Dog will pop the primal split. Benhamin is getting chased so very quickly. He will lose the salve, and Fire Primal will push him out of way. There will be no rock stun today, but hey, can't win them all.
Yeah, he was wise not to send his Earth Spirit that far, because that's the one that Brewmaster returns to when he recombines.
Right, you are, Ken.
Unfortunately, he didn't exactly react very quickly on that primal split, so he wasn't able to actually make anything with that. I think if he had done it as soon as he had gotten double-edged, he definitely could have netted that kill.
I think it was more of a reactionary, I don't want to die, press R kind of thing.
We have got a setup waiting right now. Heaven's Cloud is a little bit of bad airspace, as you can see by Ismagic right here waiting. Mark, of course, could have pinged him out. I believe I did hear a ping come out from him, so he will be forced out of the woods. Ismagic will have to go back to laning.
Oh, Fish is coming in bottom with a haste rune. He's out for blood.
Such fast. 522
No mana on
speed.
Brewmaster.
Nuki Dog is in very bad straits right now. He is being drained so hard. 56 damage drained. Then in come with a teleport. There will be a nice double edge coming out from Centaur Water, and Bahaman will pick up the kill on that one. Fish going in deep. He will pick up yet another kill. That is Wraith King right there. Ismagic is now Third Tier Gaming is now 5-0 at the 7-minute mark. An arrow will go out. Creep will catch it in the teeth. Not much else will happen during that skirmish. He will be hunting, though. Nuki Dog hiding in the woods, trying desperately not to get found out here. He has no teleport scroll. He's got a recipe for a Hand of Midas and a stout shield, and that is it. If he gets found out, he is super screwed.
And there it is. He's finally finished his Hand of Midas. 7-minute Midas, not bad. That's kind of respectable.
That's right on time.
So, meanwhile, Viper getting some free farm back mid.
Yeah, but Razor's got a whole level on him right now.
And we could see a bit of a more skirmish happening right here. Benhamin, who has a lot of HP, 1,043 HP. The stun will go out. Benhamin will get chickened. Or no, he got sheeped, not shipped. There goes the rock. Benhamin is now being chased by all three. The shackle will come out. He tried to do a double edge to get it off. Unfortunately, Emotional Boy will still live, having just a little bit too much HP during that. Came away with that kill. That was Brewmaster. Nuki Dog picking up the kill on that one, making it 5-1 at the 8-minute mark.
micgao's team is finally on the board, but they really haven't gotten anything out of the tri-lane there, what they were running. They had to abandon it and leave Undying alone, but he's only a level 4 now, whereas everyone in the tri-lane on the enemy tri-lane is
Dire's
almost to the
bottom
level
tower
6.
is under attack.
Yeah, Wraith King just dinged 4. Like, that's one of the reasons Razor was so eager to dive him under tower, is right now they don't have to worry about his reincarnation.
Oh. Meanwhile, up top, we had a bit of a skirmish right there as Undying tried to save himself from the devastation that is Heaven's Cloud, Mark, and Fortuitous. They'll pick up that Undying. Looks like he's dead now.
Yep, this time, really dead.
Over on bottom, Nuki Dog being chased by Ben Hamin. Ben Hamin will go for the double edge. Nuki Dog getting knocked down to 370 HP after that. Over on mid now, we'll have a stun go out on Fish. Arrow comes back to answer back. It will not hit King of Sealand today, but King of Sealand did dip down to 155 HP after a nice plasma field came out from Fish.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think they're going to try and go for a deny here on mid, but they're not going to be able to get it.
Arrow caught is magic, and they might get a tower and a free Wraith King here. Yes, indeedy, they turned what looked like almost certain denial into a stone cold death and tower destruction.
Yeah, Wraith King. Wow, I think he put a point in stats.
He did. But that's actually a good idea, considering it gives him an extra Wraith Fire Blast.
Back on bottom, Nuki Dog and Bihamin are still taking shots against each other. Nuki Dog getting hit by a nice double edge, dipping down to 665 HP after all is said and done. Meanwhile, we have a bit of a skirmish, or no, excuse me, a bit of a ping out happening on the Illusion Rune. Illusion Razor might be a thing happening here very soon. Meanwhile, Heaven's Cloud continues to push top Radiant side tower.
Yeah, they're just going to use these illusions to push this top tower.
And that's
Get it
just
down real
what
quick.
the doctor ordered. Right there, they're going to wait for the creep wave. They're going to circle back around. They have a creep-a-pult right now, and they are going to pull down another tower. micgao is going to come in, try to stop it. They might see yet another kill right there. There goes the Heaven's Cloud stun. micgao dipping down to 325 HP. Oh, saved just at the border of death. Then he will get beast moded down. Meanwhile, Heaven's Cloud being chased by the King of Sealand. King of Sealand getting a nice splash kill on Heaven's Cloud. Brewmaster, meanwhile, picking up Centaur Wardrunner on bottom lane. Denial.
15 HP.
Denial is a possible thing here, and then Emotional Way will come back and then deny the tower.
Radiant's
Dead.
top tower has been
Big
denied.
loss for 3TG there. It's, Razor made a bit of a misstep. He sort of couldn't decide if he wanted to commit on that kill on top, and if they could have gotten that kill a little faster, they could have gotten away before the Viper got there.
Right, you
and at
are.
least saved one.
Back on bottom lane now, Fish chasing micgao. micgao is getting smashed with the lightning whip. He runs into the woods, try to stave off there. Fish has stolen 168 HP. Then in comes Ben Hamin, who does have his blink dagger now. Blink stop done. Fish gets a nice kill with Bihamin on the assist.
Here comes the bottom push.
Radiant's bottom
Yes,
tower
indeed.
is under
Is it
attack.
just me, or does Blink Stomp Done sound like a...
Nuki Dog done right there.
Does that sound like an old mining song?
I don't know.
Radiant's bottom tower
I've
has
never
fallen.
heard old mining songs. Meanwhile, they pick up a
Dire's
nice
top tower is under
they pick up a
attack.
nice kill and get themselves a tower for their troubles over on third tier gaming. Third tier gaming showing that they belong in first tier gaming with this game.
I'm not sure if that smoke got seen. It was pretty close to the creep, so definitely might have.
Yeah, I think Centaur
They're gonna-
right there.
Sealand. No,
King of Sealand
is done.
King of Sealand is so dead he walked into the woods and then got destroyed by an entire team of third tier
Dire's middle
gamers right
tower
there.
is under attack.
Very nice.
You gotta
stun.
remember, buddy, when the enemy team takes your tier 1 bottom tower, that means they're probably in your
Dire's
woods.
top tower
Wraith
is
King
under-
goes so far.
Oh, Wraith King's in a bad spot here too. Is Magic going to dip down to about half HP, 522 HP, but Fish will
Radiant's
retreat
middle
back into the
tower is
woods
under attack.
to fight another day.
Why?
Yeah,
Brewmaster
This
ult is
Razor
up.
has commitment issues.
Just because Razor doesn't want to buy an engagement ring for Wraith King. Now, right now, Third Tier Gaming has complete control of all the board right here. That is a lot of map power. They've got a push kind of happening, or it was happening in top lane, but they killed the creep wave, and now up to the hilt right now is what Third Tier Gaming is rocking.
Yeah, Brewmaster picked up some dust preemptively for the Mirana ultimate. So I think that's a very wise play.
And that's going to be huge. Here comes the Stampede. The Stomp in. Arrow comes in. Nice hit on King of Sealand. Bahamut throws out the double edge. And then Fish goes to town. The Magic Wand will try to save. 46 HP. The leap comes out. There's not going to be anything. King of Sealand getting away. No, he's going to get found out. He's going to throw his ult onto Fortuitous. But he will then finally go down with Mirana picking up the last hit on that one. Marketing a nice kill right there.
Did you see where Skywrath Mage threw his ultimate?
I did. It was
off.
right here.
Way too south. Yeah.
It was way too south. Right here.
He thought he went this away.
He zigged instead of zagged. It was pretty fantastic. Nuki Dog now playing the backfield as Dyer pushes in on the middle tower. There is a bit of a push. We will see Shadow Shaman pick up tower on bottom lane. Excuse me. Ugh. Then we'll see the dust. We'll see the dust.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Fish draining Nuki Dog. In comes Emotional Boy. He does as well. There goes the stop. There goes the popping of the Shadow Shaman Zit. Bahamut is doing so much damage. His magic down so very far. Mirana throws herself up on there. Bahamut is going to go down. King of Sealand going in on Heaven's Cloud. Heaven's Cloud's draining. Wraith King back up and running. They have turned this fight around. Are they going to get Mirana?
They're not going to net her, though.
They are not, just a little. If he had just a little bit more attack speed, they would have picked up that Mirana. Nuki Dog has to walk away empty-handed in a 3-for-0 exchange between these two teams.
3-for-1.
Was it a 3-for-1? Wraith King went down, but his ult
Shadow
was
Shaman. Shadow Shaman.
You're right. Shadow Shaman did go at the beginning. You're right. So it was a 3.1.5.
Unfortunately, Wraith King now has to wait 220 seconds for his ultimate to come back up.
Oh, that is so
That's forever.
So
That's
long. That might as well be a flight to Canada. All right, in goes the initiation again. Our Sheriff Mage picking up a nice kill. Popping his ulti on Viper. Viper is now down in the air, starting the counter-offensive. micgao popping the wand charge to try to save himself from Fish. Fish is going to dive in a little deep. Nah, he's going to back off. There is no coverage there from the creep wave.
Viper's trying to get a little
keep pushing these
tankier.
towers. Razor's well on his way to getting his Agnems up. He's already got his points booster. He's got a little bit towards the rest of it.
We're going to see a fortification. There goes the blink. micgao getting hit with the double edge. Bahamut is in a bad spot here. He will pop the war charge prior to getting stunned down, and he will make escape possible for his team.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
I did say that. Yes, that was something I did say.
Did you put the emphasis on the dive as well?
I did. What, I can't make dad jokes?
No, because you're not a dad.
Okay, fine. That's cool.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, Shadow Shaman. I was wondering why he didn't drop his Mass Serpent Wards last fight, where he pretty much got destroyed first.
Well, he had actually used them.
Yeah,
on
he had popped him over on bottom lane to take down the tower, which honestly, a tactical advantage right there. I would have gone with. And Heaven's Cloud gets himself sheeped up and down. Then he gets shackled. King of Sealand's gonna pop the ult. There's teleports coming in. Heaven's Cloud has so much survivability though. Then in comes oh my god, everything is happening right now. Fish draining King of Sealand. The Aether Shot comes out. Heaven's Cloud dipping down to 275 HP. He will get passed up as Mirana pops the ulti. Fortuitous in a bad spot. He will get burned down thanks to the red-handed Panda Man. And we will see a middle tower push from micgao and his 4 legends. Taking a little bit of time to get started on everything. Here comes Fish out of the woods. Bad news bears for him. He's going to get hit, and he is going to go down. Then Ben Hameen gets shackled. Now they're starting to wreck on him too. Bam! Done. No stomp for you, War Runner. You are done.
Dire's middle tower is under
I mean, they're definitely going to take this mid tower now.
That was
I think the wards might have been a bit much. They probably could have pushed the tier 2 tower with those.
Dire's middle tower has
And we're going to a pause.
We're gonna go into a pause, ladies and gentlemen. If you are in the Twitch chat and you want to chat with us, make sure you just type a little thing into chat. We don't mind talking to you and other things like that. Since we're gonna have a little bit of time, we have to restart a router. All those good things happen. So yeah, if you want to talk to us, just type a little thing in the chat room. Ah, good times.
Type Brushfire confirmed for bad.
That is not true. That is not true. I have never been confirmed for bad. Confirmed for rad.
I've never even been tested.
I've never. Oh, yeah, exactly. That is exactly what I would have gone with.
Let's talk about what happened in that last team fight that they really managed to turn around. I think they focused the Viper, who managed to live through pretty much everything they threw at him, being really tanky and slowing like their attack speed and whatnot with the corrosive skin.
Yeah.
And after that, they were all there, and 3TG was just not. They just
the problem
kind
was
of...
they blew all of their stuff. Mainly, what's really important for them to use properly in this early game is Skywrath Mage's Ancient Seal and Mystic Flare, and they used that on the Viper. And they didn't get very much damage on him with it. They really need to use that on something like a Brewmaster and keep him from using his Primal Split.
Right,
Yeah,
and they didn't do that.
And it's really starting to show right now because Brewmaster has the highest net worth in the game with 7,300 gold, followed closely by Razor, who's about 500 off with 6,800. Now, while 3 of third-tier gaming rocks the top, 3 of the third-tier gaming rocks 3 of the top 5 spots in the net worth department, right now, gold is starting to swing a little bit in favor of micgao, as that last fight has only put a 2,500 gold deficit between these two teams. But right now, XP is starting to rear its ugly head. 1,000 XP in favor of micgao, who have just turned around a pretty abysmal-looking fight twice now.
Yeah, I think most of that is the Brewmaster. If you check hero level, he's got 3 levels over the next highest level on Dire. I think most of that is because of his early Midas that he's just been using all the time.
Well, it's also due to his ultimate just keeping him alive.
True. Yeah, that's kept him farming.
He's only died once at this point.
Yep, he's 4-1 and 3, so
Yeah.
he's
The only
doing
person
really
who's-
good for himself.
Who's doing quite as well as him in the kill death department is Skywrath Mage.
Yeah, definitely.
And the game begins once again after that fresh 3-for-1 team fight between third tier and micgao, who has their name as Yules for some reason. I won't fight on it, but whatevs. We can't win them all. That was a pretty spectacular exchange, and as you saw, they did Skywrath Mage did blow his skill sets and kits on Viper, as opposed to say Nuki Dog, who would have been a little bit better to nuke, so to speak. I don't want to run out puns, but I can't help it.
You don't have any other mode of making joke.
I do.
Prove it.
Truth. The truth. It's so good.
Why did the squid laugh?
No.
He had 10 tickles.
You messed that joke up.
I don't care.
Anti-humor. The only good form of humor. They're going to see this rotation down the bottom here. Well-placed Radiant Ward here is gonna see things out.
Shadow Shaman's got his Blink Dagger now, so he's pretty much got all the items he needs.
Yes, indeed.
The rest
This
of the game.
could be the end of third tier gaming's current reign of terror on this particular game. We're gonna see what happens though. A quick retreat out into the woods to pick up the last bits of creep camps by third tier gaming. So they're gonna take that. They're gonna initiate with the. Well, there went the dust, and there went that. Up, Undyne will pick a spear to the face. Fish gonna get dipped down pretty hard, and chased off. He will get picked up by Undying. micgao picking up that. Then, meanwhile,
Ward
Heaven's Cloud,
trap.
Ward trap on Heaven's Cloud. Heaven's Cloud getting destroyed right there. That's going to be a 2-for-none exchange between these two teams, with micgao coming out on top.
They're picking out the Roche. They want to go for it.
They have the ability to now. Razor and Dragonite are both down on third tier gaming for at least 30 seconds.
Yeah, and they've got people pushing out the lanes. This is definitely a good move for them.
Blink comes
Oh,
in. The Skywrath ulti goes off. It's not going to be enough. Bahamut's getting chased by the big angry Roche Dragon Man.
I'm really surprised they didn't turn and just kill him there.
I'm
They
surprised
definitely
too.
could have.
Probably knew the rotation would be coming around, especially
top
since
tower
they saw
is under
Mystic
attack.
Flare come down. I think it was wise to be cautious there. They're definitely taking the lead, little bits at a time, and I don't think it's wise to be careless and turn on a fight when you don't know what the stacks are and you don't have the geographic advantage.
Low risk, high reward is what they're going with right now. They're taking their opportunity. They're investing into their victory right now over on micgao, and that's important. They need to make these, as you said, Technoman, these small strides towards glory.
Yeah, I really like the Razor pickup. He was great early game, but I definitely see him sort of falling off now. He gets focused down before he can steal any real damage. I think they really need to just get his Ags up so they can push.
Yeah, they need to get his Ags up so he can tank a lot better, and so that they can start taking out these towers before the Brewmaster really starts to come into his own.
Yeah, I think
So
we see the Viper coming up a little before the Brewmaster even.
Probably. Brewmaster's got a plate mail. He's either gonna get the AC or the Shiva's Guard. Probably the Shiva's Guard, honestly.
There goes the Primal Split. Bahamut will pop the Stampede to get away, but the Rock was already in flight. Bahamut is now being chased. Mirana does have her ulti up, so she can pop it if needed. There will be the blink. The Rock goes out. Will get disjointed. Thank you very much, Ice Frog.
Bit of a misplay from
Dire's bottom tower is under
Brewmaster.
attack.
Once again, Mystic Flare coming down on King of Sealand. King of Sealand will dip down to about half HP.
Radiant's top tower is under
Mechanism
attack.
comes out from micgao. Stomp comes in from Bahamut, but this could be bad as the Mirana will go off. Fish trying to drain some damage from his magic. King of Sealand, King of Sealand, 500 HP. They'll knock down the Undying ulti, and that fight will be disjointed.
Big mistake from
Dire's
Emotional
bottom tower
Boys.
is
He
under
got
attack.
caught out trying to lay down his Serpent Wards, and instead just got blown up.
And now they will go over on third tier gaming for the Roshan, and this might be the thing they need to swing the fight into their favor after having lost the last 3 team fights.
The Dragonite's going straight for his BKB. It's kind of not favorable to be forced to have to do that.
Well,
It really makes it so you don't really have that much damage early on.
Right. Looks like he's been hoping for Maelstrom procs in order to have the pushing and the damage that he wants, but honestly, that's, like you said, less than ideal.
Yeah.
and they will get the Roshan here at the 24.5-minute mark.
Roshan has fallen
Razor
to the
will
Dire.
pick up the Aegis. Arrow goes out. Does not hit a thing. Tragic.
It's just a scouting arrow.
I know.
Zoning arrows, as they were.
This isn't Street Fighter. You can't be playing Hawkeye.
That didn't even.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Very good. I'm glad this is a thing.
No, it's not.
It's going to be a thing.
Nope. David's not allowed to just make up things.
Well, there we go. Stats guy.
Tiebreaker
That
vote
guy has
casted by the
nerfed the
stats
thing.
man. Tragic.
Well, let's
Bit of a-
see what they do. Looks like there's a lull while people back up and farm.
Yeah, Razor's almost got his Ags. I think I think 3TG just wants to wait until they Razor has his Ags before they do their next push.
And he's got one piece left. He needs his Blade of Alacrity, and then he will be good to go. And he's about to have it right here. He just needs a couple more creeps, and he is done.
Let's see if he starts going Refresher, because that's going to be amazing if we can see Ags Refresher Razor.
I think he should probably get a BKB before he does that.
Yeah, BKB would be a much more fortuitous idea for a item than
I
that.
hate you. And everything.
Oh, there goes the Centaur ulti. They will
They
do
baited
it.
out Centaur ulti.
Yep, they did. It was very well played right there. micgao, excuse me, was Emotional Boy who popped the Sheep Shackle and caused that Centaur ulti to go off.
Cuirass.
I did go for assault.
Yeah, he's got his Hyperstone now.
Yep. Not what I would have done, but
This fight is kind of disjointed at this moment. We're still waiting for somebody to actually get far down. Bahamut will be the one who does it, though. Stomping down on Viper. Fortuitous getting the nice Mystic Flare down on Viper. micgao is going to be... Oh, Shumi. Fish is now going to be the first victim. His magic does have his ulti up. The Aegis is popped. And he will not be able to get Fish with his ulti by his magic. Nuki Dog will pick up a double kill there. It's a 3-for-1 exchange. Fish being chased down. He will get stunned out. Nuki Dog blinking in. Smashy, smashy, grabby, grabby. They got a 4-for-2 in that one, and they're going to get themselves, or they got themselves a tower as well. So a very nicely done push coming out of micgao on that one. They did a great job of first baiting out that Centaur Warrior ult, and then focusing down everyone that needed to focus down. They kind of left Razor alone to his own devices after they popped his Aegis because they know he was gonna come back up in a bit. So they turned their sights on Mirana. They picked up War Runner at the same time. Very well done by this team.
a little sloppy from Shadow Shaman getting picked up by the Razor ulti, though. He's just standing too close for a little too long.
That sort of thing happens from time to time. It was for the greater good, honestly.
Yeah, one support so that you can kill, like, pretty much their entire team of carries is still a really good trade.
Yeah, they do have a lot of carries, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of carries, and a lot of them died, so really good for them on a lot of fronts.
Dire's top tower is
Do you think this is sort of the slow death march here? Do you think anyone on 3TG can come back and beat a Brewmaster and a Viper that are this well off?
A Brewmaster with a Blink Dagger, maybe. A Brewmaster with a Blink Dagger and an Assault Cuirass, maybe not. These guys over on Third Tier Gaming are right now leading in kills, but as far as gold goes, gold has almost creeped back to even between these two teams. We're going to see an ulti come out of Mirana. XP now at 5 grand. King of Sealand is going to be the one who is going to be focused down first. He is getting dipped down pretty hard. He will pop a mechanism, try to save himself a little bit longer. Ulti goes out on Fish from King of Salad. Heaven's Cloud, though, he will go down. Nuki Dog getting a mega kill streak. Popping the Primal Split. Fish now being chased. They want to pick him up. They want to try to hit him. There will be a rock going out. He will get hit. He will get stunned, but unfortunately Nuki Dog's Primal Split will wear off. Instead, they will focus their attentions to the tower. Nuki Dog now getting hit by the Plasma Ring. The arrow goes out, does not hit anybody. Fish draining micgao. micgao popping his ult. He's got 56 damage drained on him. micgao trying his best to get back to his line. Mark giving a little bit of chase. No, indeed. They will just disjoint that one, get themselves a tier 2, and cut their losses and go home.
Pretty even fight.
2-for-2 exchange, but in the end, Yules came out on top with a tier 2 tower, and they got their tier 1 just prior to that too. So
yeah,
as
they
you can
just
see,
have a lot of beef. Like there's just a lot of strength heroes on 420 Yules, and it's showing through that they don't just get blown away in these team fights.
Yeah.
Well,
most of what TG has is nuking power. Until they get more farm on their Dragon Knight, that's pretty much all they have. And with all the tank that's on micgao, they just really can't do it.
Yeah,
has an Oblivion staff and another quarterstaff, so I would expect to see an Orchid coming out of her, I'd say in about
But
5 to 10 minutes.
A 30-minute Orchid is not a way to go through life, unfortunately.
It's not great, but she's doing what she can. They need
Yeah.
that additional silence to sort of get the damage on people.
Yeah, and the damage amp that comes off of it too is really nice.
We're going to see a teleports coming in. There could be a nice pinch coming out. We got Dragonite in the backwoods area. They have not scouted him out yet.
Oh, they stunned up the Nuki Dog.
Oh, stunned up the Nuki Dog. He is gone. 746 gold right in the pocket of Centaur Warrunner. The fight will then turn its attentions to Behaman, who will pop his Centaur ult. He is getting chased down. He will get away, though. King of Salad going to go down. Fish trying to save himself all of the trouble he can. He's going to bring down micgao+4. His magic will get his ulti popped as well. Wraith King blinks away, gets out of there. Heaven's Cloud popping the Force Staff. He is giving chase. His magic is in a bad spot. He will have Blink here up in 2 seconds. They need to get that stun off. Blink will go off. He will juke. Juke, get wrecked, nerd. The arrow will go out, but will not hit anything. Had she hit it the other way, she might have picked them up. Unfortunate for Mirana today. Mark, no soup for you. And a very well played by Third Tier Gaming, getting a nice 4 for none exchange.
Very well played. And the I think that'll about finish up the Orchid for Mirana. I think she's got 1 Sage's Mask left to go.
Oh, yep, she's still got the Sage's Mask.
Pipe of Insight coming up on Undying.
Probably a good choice. It's a really good counter for the Skywrath.
Definitely a good choice. I wouldn't be surprised to see Undying pick up Blade Mail. Blade Mail's so good on Undying because of the additional damage amplification from his ultimate.
Yep.
Plus, you can just stand under Mystic Flare and
Laugh all the way to the bank.
Yep. Viper has picked up a Demon Edge. What are you doing, Viper?
He's not doing what you think you're doing. He's just probably going for Daedalus.
He is probably going for a Daedalus, but I can dream, damn it.
Typically, you don't get the Demon Edge first if you're going to Daedalus. That's probably more likely to be an MKB.
A Divine Raver? Divine Rapier?
I seriously doubt it's Divine Rapier.
It's Divine Rapier. And we're gonna have a Roshan attempt coming out from Third Tier Gaming. Third Tier Gaming is going to gather around. They are ready to go. There is no vision though, all the way around the Roshan pit. No vision for miles. So if they go in, they're gonna get caught with their pants down.
Quick, everyone
like
abandon
Jackson.
Dragon Knight.
And Nuki Dog begins his assault. We're gonna see a Roshan attempt from micgao and the 4 Legends instead. Double damage rune on Nuki Dog, so he is going to have all kinds of lifesteal thanks to his magic's vampiric aura.
Here comes the scouting arrow.
They're gonna get this really easy here.
They are going to get it real easy. If
Misplaced.
Mirana aimed at the Roshan pit instead of not the Roshan pit, she would have had that. Mark with a C,
Yeah.
what are you doing? And then Roshan will go down. Viper will pick up the Aegis. King of Sealand is going to have himself a grand old time not dying today.
Yeah, and they've been having a lot of trouble killing him anyways. He's been doing a great deal of damage just by sort of existing. They tried to focus him down first in a lot of cases, and he's just Viper striked someone and been like, yeah, okay, whatever. Now we'll see if they have what it takes to break this high ground.
We have an Invis rune on Nuki Dog. They will pop the barrier from Pipe of Insight. The battle will begin. Fish will find himself on the bad end of the Serpent Wards. There goes the ulti. Behaman popping in his, Blade Mail. Emotional Blade with the first one to go down right there. Meanwhile, is Magic being chased. Fish solo, dead. Wraith King will pick up that one right there. Mark with a C now being chased. The stomp comes in thanks to Behaman, who's going to get himself a nice Wraith King ulti to the face. King of
Razor
Sealand.
buys back. He's already dropping low again, though.
Wasted ult.
Razor dead back. Then Heaven's Cloud being chased down. The ulti from Shadow Shaman still doing so much damage right there. They got the tier 3. They kicked up Razor. They picked him up a second time. Wasted his buyback. They're in a very good spot here, taking down the barracks and getting a couple other things. King of Sealand, though, he is going to get himself stomped. And then Viper will come back to life thanks to the Aegis.
You know, at this point, I wouldn't. It's not that out of left field for us to expect King of Sealand to get a Divine Rapier. He's almost got the gold for it.
Heaven's Cloud pops the BKB to stave off this fight. Nuki Dog is going to get helped out by the Pipe of Insight thanks to Undying coming back.
Oh, no, I was right. It is an MKB.
Oh,
I mean, yay!
I am disappointed, King of Sealand. You are now demoted to Duke of Lake Place.
Lake Hole.
Lake Place.
You're now Duke of, what is that, Dollywood.
Dollywood?
Yes.
No, I disagree.
You disagree?
I disagree. Jokes are not supposed to be laughed.
He disagrees for the block.
Very good. Well played.
Brewmaster's going straight for his Heart of Tarask instead of, getting something like Shiva's Guard. It's a little surprising, but he's got to tank up.
Tank up indeed. That's what needs to be happening right here. 26-21. We are at the 40-minute mark of this game, and the longer this game goes on, the more and more irrelevant Razor seems to become.
Right. Let's talk about net worth.
Once people start getting armor from their stats and their items, Razor starts to really not do as much. Unless he has a significant lead.
Take a look at Brewmaster's net worth right now. 18,000 gold compared to the next highest on the board over on third tier gaming, which is 11,000 for the Centaur and the Dragonite.
Yep, he definitely has a very sound 7k lead, and almost all of it is thanks to his early Midas that he has been using 100% at every opportunity.
Well, he's also got 7 kills and only 2 deaths.
Scouting arrow goes out, will pick up Nuki Dog. This could be the fight they need. Fish charges in, the Mystic Flare comes down. Skywrath will pick up the Nuki Dog. micgao will go down as well. His magic is going to be the next one. He will pop his ulti. This is going to be a great fight for third tier gaming. They have a buyback coming out from Nuki Dog. They will get the double kill right there, and that's going to be a 4-for-none exchange after a very good scouting arrow came out from Marana. 'Twas not luck, but skill.
Yeah, Nuki Dog bought back thinking he could TP back into the battle, but he sort of misjudged where the creep wave was, and he couldn't travels in there.
No, he could not.
And now he's got to wait for a good 20 more seconds before he can do any farming.
He may be in trouble here if they push hard down mid to counter this.
They are pushing down hard. They're not going to go into the jungle to try to scout him out. They don't know he's there. There's going to be a fortification that came out from the Radiant side. micgao trying to stave off this push as long as possible.
And David went poof.
And David is poof.
Sorry about that. Looks like my headset decided to power cycle itself. Fun times.
Yay!
Well, at least it didn't go boop.
Yep. There we go. Much better. Welcome back.
But as I was saying before I dipped out just then, this push was really what third tier has needed to put this game back in their favor. Like they have.
Dave, is your headset plugged in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because it's plugged in doesn't mean it doesn't still connect wirelessly.
Oh, and his magic is stuck in the trees.
Tragic.
The most clutch blink of all time. Very good.
Pushing happens yet again on top lane. King of Sealand leading the charge with micgao and Emotional Boy in the backfield, coming up to push the lead. They want to try to break high ground over here on the top tier 3. Maybe get themselves a nice set of racks afterwards.
Gemma True Sight up on Undying too.
Oh, that is fun right there. So as long as Undying doesn't
Die.
You can make that terrible joke.
Hey, you're lucky. You're lucky. My headset power cycled itself again as I made that joke. So,
Shadow Shaman gets caught out.
Shadow Shaman gets caught out. He gets hit by the mech, though. That makes him stay alive just a little bit longer. Fish getting nuked down very hard. His magic going to get silenced, but he's going to walk back. Bahamut is getting sheeped. He's going to get stunned out and dunned out. Right there, they're going to pick up that tier 3, and that's going to be a huge push right there between these two teams, with micgao coming out very well for themselves.
Did you just say dunned out?
Dunned out, I did. Top barracks done out there again.
Yeah. It's looking pretty bleak for 3TG. They may be ahead on kills, but they're definitely not ahead on anything else.
Gold had spiked downward on the gold graph, if you look right there, to about 2,500. It's now spiking back in favor of micgao and 4 Legends. XP, though, has been wishy-washy all over the place. Meanwhile, a fight is breaking out over by bottom lane. Is Magic trying to get down deep as far as possible to slow people. Mystic Flare comes out, picks up Viper. Is Magic is going to blink away and get the heck out of there. Emotional Boy, you're so sad. You died.
I end your life. That something good may begin.
They, I think they got a little too greedy. They rotated and, like, practically through their base to try and push bottom. And the additional buybacks from 3TG from the Centaur and the Razor, I think, was enough.
Yeah, they definitely should have
turn it around.
Should have gotten out once buybacks started coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the international sign for GTFO, and it was not heeded. And now they're looking to maybe even lose, Rax mid.
I don't know about that. Brewmaster's got his ult again.
What's
the rest of their
buyback
team's
status
about
look
to come
like?
up. Come up.
Oh
The rest
yeah,
of their team status is back up. They're not going to waste their buyback at this point.
Right. But even then, they have buyback on their own, except for Shadow Shaman and Brewmaster. And I don't, unless Brewmaster gets caught out seriously, and that's going to be really hard to do now that he has the Heart of Tarask and his ultimate. I just don't see him dying unless he catches an arrow to the face again.
Oh, Fortuitous is in a bad spot here. He is trying to defend the base. He is dipping down so hard. 65 HP will have to pop his Force Staff to get out of there. And there is still more creep waves coming in. So top lane is something that third tier gaming really needs to deal with right now. Meanwhile, we're going to have a couple of pings coming out from the dire jungle over near Secret Shop.
Razor has his Perseverance now, so I think it's fairly certain he is going for Refresher as slowly as he possibly can.
Oh yes, quite slowly.
Yeah, with 2 racks down, they really don't have many opportunities to push out here.
Yeah. They're going to have to keep at least one person in base pretty much all the time.
Yeah, and it might as well be Razor, because if you're going to stand here and get force-fed creeps, you might as well have it on somebody who can farm. And let's face it, Razor is just not putting out that much damage in battle anymore. At this point, he needs to sort of transition into a pusher.
Yeah.
Shadow Shaman getting a nice long-distance arrow handed to him, courtesy of Mark with a C.
And Roshan will actually pop right after he was checked by the Legends.
Arrow goes. Arrow knows.
Nobody knows he's up.
Someone's about to check it. It looks like Fortuitous might be going in there. Very nice, almost smiley face put in a Roche pit.
That's a Roshan face.
That's a Roshan face, indeed. Actually, I would think a Roshan face is a little bit different. I might draw one out. I might draw one out in a lull.
Well, let's see. It's got our Tusk, We got our big teeth. Got our little dark eyes of angriness. There we go.
And there goes the Roshan fight. Right after the Roshan face was drawn up. Emotional Boy shackling the big man himself down. They're going to pop up. There goes the Behemoth. He tried for the stomp. He got sheeped. He got sheeped so hard. The War Run goes out. He will get the double edge. He will hit Emotional Boy. Emotional Boy will go down during this fight. Behemoth, he's going to get out of it. He's trying so hard to get out of there. The Murano will save his ass.
Magic had to go in to save Viper's Monkey King bar.
Oh no, Magic, why? You're gone, son. That is a very big fight happening. But third tier just came in there. They got themselves a free Roche. They picked up the gem. They did everything. Jeez.
Marana's Orchid pretty much paid huge dividends there, along with just some really good initiation. Centaur Warrunner's Blink-In was suicidal, but they blew pretty much everything on him. And then they were in this bad geographical position we mentioned previously, and they just kind of got swooped and swatted.
No, sir, that was the best use of Centaur I've ever seen in my life. They use him as bait. They bait out everything, and then he somehow survived thanks to RNG gods or Gabe Newell or something. But
I think it had mostly to do with the Pipe of Insight.
It mostly did,
yes. And Blade Mail. Blade Mail and Pipe. And the fact that he's, you know, Centaur and has 2,300 health with nothing else.
Nice denial coming out from Nuki Dog over on bottom lane. It looks like we are going to go into overtime, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the 47.5-minute mark, and it's 37-24 with third tier still leading the charge. But as you can see, gold has been swinging all over the place this game. XP, though, now third tier has had a huge spike in the last 5 minutes. It went from about 3K advantage their way to 12K after that Roshan attempt. Wow.
Now, Dave.
Yep.
What?
I'm no expert in sports ball.
I have never played a single game of shooty hoops in my life.
I'm pretty sure overtime doesn't happen until after 60 minutes.
Whatever. This is the 60 minutes, starring Wally Stafer.
Wally Stafer was never on 60 Minutes.
Yeah, he was.
Don't lie.
He was. I watched it with old people once.
You don't even know old people.
I know plenty of old people. Meanwhile, the push on bottom lane begins yet again. The nice blink stomp from Behemoth, who did not get anybody in it. Emotional Boy will be the first to go there. Mystic Flare coming down. Fortuitous will go down, though. Nuki Dog being silenced out of the fight for just a minute. Magic trying to get a little bit of ulti on him. He will. King of Sealand dipping down so far. 95 HP. He will get away. No, Behemoth will pick him up. Fish, this place is all over the place. 4 for 1 exchange. They've pulled it off. They've pulled it off.
Dominating.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Oh, but Dire's courier died for no reason.
That is tragic. That is tragic.
Somewhere in
Did that have
there,
something on
Marana got a Desolator too.
Yep, she did.
A huge blow to micgao+4 legends right there. Absolute carnage after that one. But I gotta say, third tier did a great job. They made it so they were able to stay out on top, even though Benjamin was down almost 3 times during that fight. Even though he whiffed the initiation, pure teamwork saved that fight, and they were able to come out on top in that complete team wipe over on micgao.
I think
Actually,
Miguel's problem
they
was
didn't
that
even, they didn't even lose the Aegis or the cheese.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, I think what they were trying to do was ignore the bait from Centaur, and then they couldn't really choose which of the targets they wanted to go after. They tried to go after Marana, and then they tried to sort of kind of go after Razor, and basically they got kited back and forth between a bunch of different people, and at the end of the day, they're the ones that died, and they didn't really get anything for their troubles except Dragon Knight. And in the interim,
Stomp coming down on
Razor.
Sealand. Sealand getting Mystic Flare, and he will dip down to about half HP. He is still getting drained slowly but surely. He will go down thanks to Fish. Fish will pick him up. Magic dipping down very hard thanks to Fish. He will go down. The arrow does not hit anybody. Yule Scepter helping Behemoth into the air. micgao so low, 70 health. He will get picked up by Behemoth. Oh, we could see a little bit softer now. There will be the stomp right there. Magic being drained of damage. Yet again, Fish, 168 damage in the pocket, starting to wail and whip on Magic. Magic will get the double edge and will go down. Fish picking up yet another kill. That's 4 for none right there. With third tier gaming just completely raffle stomping. Nuki Dog will blink in to try to stave this off. He will get stunned out. Benjamin is flying away. Fish draining Nuki Dog now. He doesn't care. Red Panda, I don't give a crap about what you say. 4 for none. I said 4 for none.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And that's going to be a tier 3 on mid lane. And this game has been back and forth all over the map, and we are now starting to see these teams just fight. We're going to have a makings of a base race right now, because if you look at top lane, they are still pushing in. Nuki Dog will go down. Fish dipping down so very far. Magic trying to get that last hit on him. He will go down. Benjamin, the Stampede, excuse me, goes off. The Pipe of Insight will go down. Mark now in a bad spot. No leap for 2 seconds. Leap, gone. Mark is out of there. The ulti will go off from Mirana, and they will disengage on that one with Nuki Dog down.
Going straight in there, though.
That was not a great idea, but whatever. It's working for him. Emotional Boy tries the shackle on Fish. Fish is going to pick him up. The buyback coming in from Centaur Warrunner. Magic popping the blade mail. Damage is getting drained. He will go down. 1,000 gold into the feet of King Sealand. He doesn't have feet. He's Viper. He flies around.
Oh man, we got the 2 ulti Razor now.
Yep. Refresher was up after they took that mid Rax, but he just didn't have it delivered to him. I think that turn was, a pretty terrible idea.
Not a great decision.
Yeah, Dragon Knight went in, and then you had Mirana and Centaur who had nothing left, and they came in to try and help, and it just wasn't enough. They both got picked off, and then the Razor was sort of left out to dry. Just not a great turn. Like, you've got the lead, you don't need to be doing things that are dumb like that. Oh, they're saying go Throne.
They are saying go hard or go Throne.
They've got the double Eye of the Storm, so it's not a terrible idea.
But you got to remember, there's this huge wave of creeps going in. So whoever wins this team fight is going to take home the gold in the first game of this best of 2. Fish is getting dipped down a little bit hard. Bohemian will go in with the blade mail stomp. Magic goes down. His ulti is now popped. Fish trying to hide from the red panda. Benjamin gone down. Fortuitous is a bad spot as well. He will force staff out. Fish is gone. Nuki Dog will pick him up.
That's a lot of heroes gone for over 110 seconds now. They can just push up mid. They're gonna win.
Yeah, like I said, the team that takes that fight right there is going to be it. Nuki Dog is chasing down Mark with the C. Fortuitous pops in with the Silent the Mystic Flare. Nuki Dog is just going to walk out of it. He is getting hit so very hard.
Look at the kills is not what you should be doing right now. Just kill the Ancient.
There's nothing on the Ancient right now but creeps. They're going to go for racks. They're going to go for super mega creeps right now. The fortification will come out. Mark with a C trying to push down them creeps. Will be able to stave off the wave for just a bit. Magic will not get hit by that arrow today. Huge creep wave chasing down Nuki Dog, and he is going to get every single bit of his HP back thanks to these creeps just gonna creep all over the place.
Well, he's got his Heart of Tarask and it's not disabled by creep, so he's got absurd.
We got double wards over on the Shadow Shaman, so
this is it. This is the begin of the long, desperate end for third tier gaming. They can fight this, but there's nothing they can really do to stop it. This is inevitable
He
victory.
doesn't have the mana. He doesn't have the mana to cast the second one.
And there is going to be the GG right there to the very end. These two teams fought so valiantly with a final score of 33-48. Third tier game, or excuse me, micgao and 4 Legends were able to pull off a stellar victory. I gotta say that this game was a game of back and forth, and it was just phenomenal. So we're gonna take a quick breather, set up the next game. Remember, this is a best of 2, so we're not done yet, gentlemen. We're not done yet. What did you guys think of that game?
That was a good game.
That was
I think there was a
fantastic.
pretty definitive point. That was the turn. Was when they lost that big fight at the Roshan and lost the Roshan in the Roshan as well.
Yeah, indeed. And like that Roshan fight, like you said, was the huge turning point to this game. These two teams have been throwing it back and forth, and you saw in the gold graph, it spiked like the Himalayas. It went up, it went down, it went all over the place.
You ever seen the Himalayas?
I have not. Have you? I saw a picture of one.
So I've seen pictures of them. They don't look like that.
Well,
that's more like the Rockies.
Okay, whatevs. Fucking Rocky Mountain Way. Spent the last Rocky Mountain Way better than the way she came.
Very
Getting
good.
that Milky
10
Way.
out of 10.
That give me that Tootsie Roll.
Jokes left, please.